take a look at the Birchbox. This is very light, this Birchbox. This is $10 off Birchbox. All wrapped up, it says. And I love the lime green. This is what it looks like. It's very empty. Normally they give me one of those sleeved things. So let's take a look at what we have. First, we have the Malin, and Gets Clarifying Clay Mask. I'm such a great reader. Full size is $48 for this. This exfoliating clay mask treats oiliness and pesky blemishes, all in less than 10 minutes a week. I do have oiliness and I do have pesky blemishes, but I also have dry skin, so we'll see how that works out. And I have not heard of this brand, so I do not know if they are cruelty-free or not. But that is one thing. Although I am disappointed with my Birchbox, 3 out of every 5 times, I love their point system, and I love, we are not growling, sir. And I love that they normally send me mostly cruelty-free products. If not, usually my whole box, 4 out of 5 items cruelty-free, if not all 5. Coastal Scents is a cruelty-free brand. This is the Style Eyes eyeshadow palette, Formal Eyes, and then full size is $12. I own a lot of Coastal Scents eyeshadows, and I do love them, and I think they're great dupes for the Urban Decay. They're more shimmery pink colors do have a lot of fallout. Like I think it was revealed to had a lot of fallout, but I also have the Naked 3 that has a lot of comparable colors, and it had a lot of fallout. So I think it's comparable, but that did kind of bum me out to have, it was so much fallout. I do love this brand. They're cruelty-free, they're inexpensive, and they're a great dupe for eyeshadows for Urban Decay. So I'm excited to try this, and there are 2 very basic colors. This is like just a creamy white kind of color, and then this is a glittery mauve, pretty pink color. So they're colors that can be easily used day or night. Coola, which I first accidentally got. Coola, this is just classic sunscreen. They're cruelty-free. They're a great company. I find it weird to get sunscreen in December, and I feel like I've already gotten just sunscreen from them, but maybe not. In my Birchbox, but maybe not, because sometimes I've seen the same thing. But it is important, I will say, as a person who's had skin cancer before, to wear sunscreen and protect your skin all year round. I am a lot better about it in the summer when I think about it and I think of the sun and think about purposely going outside, of putting sunscreen on, than when I think, oh, I'm not going to be outside that often. So, although I think it's weird to be in a December box, it is also still 72 in Ohio for some reason, and sunscreen is important. Next is the Soap and Paper Factory Shea Butter Hand Cream, and it is green tea. The full size is $18. It's a rich cream and moisturizer that soothes even the driest of hands in a fresh, gentle green tea scent. Oh, I can't smell it right now. It's pretty. It reminds me of like the old Avon packaging. Avon's a terrible company. They test on animals. But anyway, my grandma used to get Avon, and this reminds me of that. So you could always use a hand cream. My hands were pretty dry when it was like starting to actually turn into winter. But now we're all good. But I'm sure the snow will come. I'm not complaining. And then this I've gotten before, and I can't remember if I liked it or not. But this is the Beauty Crop Lightning Crew Highlighting Cream. I must not have loved it, because I do believe I gave it away, but I'm a little bit weird about highlighters anyway. I don't really use them. So I do remember this was a cream highlighter, and it was pretty liquidy, and it was very vibrant, and it is cruelty-free. So that is what I do know. But I'm just not into a lot of highlight, because I'm wearing highlight right here, and that's it. So my face is already a little oily and does its own highlighting for me. I don't have to do it. So I think this is an okay box. I'm not in love with it. This would be nice to try. I can see where they might send it. Birchbox sometimes disappoints me, because I think that they are focusing a lot on the skincare and hair care. I think I am a little bit more happy, though, that I at least didn't get anything for my hair. Although, the things that I end up buying from them in their shop are hair related. Like, if you'll see my video coming up, you will see one of the things I bought was the Curl Keeper gel. So, I don't know. I complain about stuff, and sometimes it doesn't really bother me, and I end up liking it. So let's see how I did last month. Last month, I loved my box. Loved it. Okay, so anyway, I didn't try everything in my box. I still hadn't tried the Avonay Hydrance Optimal Hydrating Serum. I just completely forgot I even had it. And I don't remember if I even checked to see if they were cruelty-free. Because I have so much skincare stuff that's backed up that I probably won't even try that for a couple months. So I did not use the Shiseido. Man, the other day after I filmed the video, like the November video when I opened this, like I was so upset with myself because I was like, I know exactly, Shiatsu. I know how to say this. It's just I can't remember when I actually read it. So like in an hour from now, I'll be eating dinner and I'll be like, oh, shiatsu, whatever. I'll know it. And anyway, I didn't use it because they're a terrible company and they test on animals and they're a huge Chinese, yes, company. Okay, let's go on to the things that I actually liked. Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. And it says, actually cleans hair. I'm not sure if it actually cleans hair. However, I was able to, my normal straightening routine, I can get 3 good days on my hair. The 4th one, I'm kind of looking a little nasty. This I was able to get 6 pretty good days on my hair. 6th, 7th, we're looking pretty nasty. So I do think it works a little bit better. It will blast out white, and it takes a second for it to show white. And it still has that same weird odor that a lot of them have that I don't really like. So if you are worried about dulling your hair, it will dull your hair a little bit. I don't think it does it as quickly as the other ones, but it still gives you that volume. It will last a lot, I don't know, a little bit longer than the other ones. I don't think it's actually clean, because it took me, I had to wash my hair 3 times the first wash after this. And again, I think I went a whole week. And at 5 days, I was like, ooh, it still looks good, but I think tomorrow I might need to wash. So I did go a whole week, I believe. And this is almost empty, and I probably used it 8 or 9 times, so I don't know what you guys, if you think that that's good or not. But anyway, when I first washed my hair after it, I had to wash my hair 3 times, and then normally I wash my hair about every other day or every 3 days. I had to wash it the next day after I washed it those 3 times, and then the next day. So I really do not believe it actually cleans your hair. I think it is more absorbent and it does a better job at being a dry shampoo, but I don't think that it actually cleaned anything. So, and then it also, for a little bit, I did have like sometimes you get little flakes and stuff, so I had those. But I really liked it. $22. I mean, that's a pretty big price tag when, a lot of times when my hair's straight, I just use baby powder or I use another, like a lot cheaper dry shampoo. Now again, I normally get about 4 days out of that, so I gotta weigh the pros and cons. So, do I recommend it? Yes, I loved it. They're a cruelty-free company. It's just a little pricey for moi. And then, this is the Jouer Essential. This is the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer Conditioning Lip Treatment. This does work. So this is like $16. I do like the brand Jouer. They're cruelty-free, and I think they have high quality like products that work a little bit differently and better than others. So like their BB cream or matte moisturizer or whatever, I don't know, it worked well and it made my skin feel and look different than other brands did. So I do really like this brand. Now, is this a miracle product? No. Did I notice a positive change on my lips? Yes. So I put this on at night because that's what it says is more recommended, because you know, you're not eating, you're not taking it off, so that's a good time to put it on. And I did notice, I used to have to put chapstick on and I feel my lips getting real dry. Probably it was like every period, and our periods are like 40 to 50 minutes long, so I was doing that a lot during the school day. I did notice I was only maybe twice a day, sometimes just once a day, putting chapstick on if I put this on at night. So it definitely, you know, lowered the amount of dryness I felt and the need to put chapstick on. So do I think that's a miracle product because I still have to put it on like 5 or 6 times a day? No. But do I think it works well? Yes. And also, the one thing that I hate about this, and this has nothing to do with the product, is I don't really moisturize my lips as much during the night because the dog hair sticks to it. And I'll wake up and there'll just be dog hair in my mouth. So I did use this for every night for a week, and that's what happened. Now I use it about every other night just because I'm annoyed by the dog hair stuff. But just in a week. So maybe it is a miracle product. If I would have used it for a month, it might be. It's going to come in a bigger tube, a bigger size, and it made my lips feel a lot more moisturized. It says it helps minimize lines, increase fullness, moisturize lips without stinging or tingling. I'm not sure if I notice my lips being fuller or less lines. I also don't have a lot of lines or things on my lips, but I definitely do feel the moisture was added. So, last is the LOC. This is Birchbox new brand, creaseless waterproof eyeshadow with shades created by Tati Westbrook. And full size is $10, and I was actually quite impressed with this. I really do like this weird orange color. It was a little weird because when I would put it on, and I would put it on kind of thick, it did burn a little bit of my eyes. Also, a lot of stuff I put on my eyes sometimes does. I think my eyes are really dry right here. They used to actually be kind of dry and a little crusty kind of right there. And so I don't know if it's just the dryness absorbing it or whatever. So sometimes this did irritate it, but it was over within like 30 to 60 seconds. But if you have that issue, this might not be the thing for you. I really like the color. It did stay on. Now, I don't know about it being waterproof and creaseless and all that stuff. I don't think that it's all like that wonderful. But I think it's kind of like a normal eyeshadow. if you are going to rub your eye, it's going to move. After 10 to 12 hours, even with a primer, it's going to start looking a little creasy. Without a primer, I haven't used it, so I can't say. A lot of my eyeshadow, like Makeup Geek, even as great as they are without primer, I have oily skin, so 3-4 hours it'll start to separate. With primer, I get about a good 12 hours up before it starts to separate. So I really like this. I really like the color. I'm not a huge fan of stick stuff, and so I did actually kind of like that part of it too. I really liked my Birchbox last month. A lot of the products were cruelty-free. It was also one of those ones curated. So this month, not so great. Last month I knew exactly what I was getting because I picked it myself, because they already showed the curated box. Let me know what you think about your Birchbox, and thank you for stopping by. Remember, especially with Christmas coming up, a lot of people like to get animals for Christmas. If there are a lot of animals in need and would love for you to rescue them through rescues or shelters, you can even get full bred during that, but there's nothing wrong with the mutts. I love the mutts. I got the mutts. And also, if you can hold on just till January or February, a lot of animals are taken to the shelter because those people who bought animals for their children or significant other or whatever during the Christmas time, they realize, oh, you have to take care of them, and so they end up taking them to the shelter. So please consider, and you're going to save yourself some money, going to a rescue or a shelter to find your next pet. Thanks again for stopping by. Merry Christmas. Bye.